Caption close on a spring day in 1994, a retired German couple would travel to California to see their daughter were sightseeing in the San Jacinto Mountains when they were robbed and shot by three young men. Gisela Fleger, 64, died in the attack. Her husband, 62-year-old Klaus, was severely injured. One of the assailants pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 25 years to life. The two others received life with no chance for release, and the Fleger family believed justice had been done. Then a U.S. Supreme Court ruling changed things. Almost 2 years ago now, the High Court issued a decision that made more than 2,000 inmates serving life without parole for crimes committed as juveniles eligible for possible resentencing and release. In that ruling, and others, the court said that mandatory life without parole sentences are unconstitutionally cruel and unusual for offenders under 18 and that all but the rare irredeemable offender should have a chance at parole. The justices pointed to brain science research that finds teens lack impulse control and may engage in reckless behavior without fully understanding the consequences. While inmates and their supporters have celebrated this opportunity, the decision has revived painful memories for victims' families. Some have already returned to court to face those who killed their loved ones and to oppose their release. Thongkay Nilakout, who at 17 was the gunman in the Flegers shooting, is among those getting a chance at freedom. Bert Fleger, the couple's daughter, plans to testify against him at his resentencing hearing, likely to take place in 2018. Fleger, a history professor at California State University, Los Angeles, reached out to the Associated Press after reading its coverage of the Supreme Court ruling and its aftermath, and shared her story of a loved one left behind to pick up the pieces. In an essay she wrote for the AP, Fleger talks about her perspective on the ruling, the impact of the crime on her family, and what she thinks about the prospect of the shooter one day going free. The following are excerpts. Nilakout's public defender declined comment. The effect of this crime on her family. My father lives with the scars of the events every day of his life, both literally and figuratively. It still amazes me that he managed to get help after being shot twice in the face and once in the back. He got into his car, drove down the hill and found someone with a mobile phone, still pretty unusual in 1994. Surgeons saved his life and his ability to eat and speak. But to this day the lower left side of his jaw is numb, he drools when he eats, drinks or speaks and always carries a cloth napkin to wipe his mouth. More than his physical injuries, his soul has never recovered from losing his wife of nearly 30 years from watching how she was shot, unable to help her. For more than 20 years, he has been asking himself why. Today, my father is 85 years old, lonelier than ever. He still misses his wife, and he has no answers. My sister and I lost our mom when we were in our 20s. We both celebrated our weddings and the birth of our children without her.